Hi guys, another day, another opportunity to undo some of the damage of Brexit avoided. So Ian Roome, a Liberal Democrat MP for North Devon, stood up in the House of Commons on Tuesday and asked the Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Minister a question about the Youth Mobility Scheme. Now this is something that the EU had offered Keir Starmer's government, but was rejected because people voted to leave in 2016 or something. The answer given here was more of the same.
Mr Speaker, does the Minister agree with me, though, that if Iceland and Monaco can be approved countries under the reciprocal UK mobility scheme, our closest neighbours like Ireland and France should be as well? I have lots of schools in North Devon, and my constituency, who would like this agreement to take place so it would be beneficial to our youth. Minister.
Well, I thank the honourable gentleman for his question. Indeed, I was actually in Iceland the other day. Of course, they're a member of the EEA. We are not, and we're not seeking to rejoin the Single Market Customs Union or the European Union or return to freedom of movement.
Iceland's membership of the EEA is completely irrelevant here. The UK rejecting the idea of rejoining the single market, the customs union, the EU, or returning to freedom of movement is completely irrelevant here. Why are you bringing up these points? They're completely unrelated to the question asked here by Ian from the Liberal Democrats. He's talking about a youth mobility scheme. Now, this scheme was rejected by Keir Starmer's government. It was offered by the EU. So what is this? It's a limited scheme. 18 to 30-year-olds will be able to travel to Britain for a maximum of 4 years. It's like a sort of visa. And it would be the same the other way around. So UK citizens could travel to the EU for a limited amount of time and a limited demographic. It's not freedom of movement. It's nothing like freedom of movement. It's not immigration. We're talking about a small group of people for a limited amount of time to do a specific thing. And Ian is doing his job as an MP. He's probably receiving letters or communications from his constituents, schools, for example, saying, look, we used to be able to have all these students come in from abroad. We used to be able to travel freely to the EU. Is there something that we can do about this? We've heard on the news about a youth mobility scheme. Can you put pressure on the government to try and, have something like that? And he's doing his job. And of course, the minister's response is to talk about something that's completely irrelevant. EU membership. Nobody's talking about EU membership in this question. This is not about EU membership. Look, once again, it seems that Labour is desperately afraid of Nigel Farage or the racists and bigots in the Red Wall or the right-wing press or maybe the Conservatives. You have a massive majority. And when it comes to Brexit, run in the opposite direction. A youth mobility scheme is not immigration. It would actually benefit the UK economy. At a time when the government keeps saying money is tight, there's an opportunity. Allow European students to come in, they spend money in the local economy. They would benefit, for example, North Devon, as was pointed out here. It would benefit students in North Devon the opportunity to travel to Europe, to improve their language skills, to improve their horizons. And no, we don't want to do that. But honestly, what is the justification for this? Is it a political choice? Is it this fear of the media? Is it a fear of Nigel Farage? Is it a fear of the Tories? We better not upset the Red Wall. Let's throw, young people under a bus in order to prop up some support in the Red Wall for a bit. You have a massive majority. It's nonsensical. Honestly, I'm trying to understand why Labour is rejecting these things. And it's not immigration. It's not freedom of movement. I understand these are difficult issues, EU membership as well, a difficult issue for the Labour Party. But this is neither of those things. It's none of those things. It's a limited scheme that would benefit young people in Britain and young people on the continent. What's wrong with that? Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.